third. Starting with Bitcoin as usual, no change here. We've got this, what looks like a 5-wave form developing, 1, 2, pi part 3, 4, and 5. And as long as it goes below that low, that would be a good case in terms of Elliott wave theory for a major low and a solid bounce. What the fundamentals of that might be, I mean, why people start buying cryptocurrency. I mean, obviously there's a demand for it. People are seeing it fall from 6,000 odd down to the current levels. People don't trust the government's money, and it looks like the government's money might be weakened even more in coming years. So I think there was a good case. I guess on the other side there may be some sort of government suppression of cryptos, but that's well, we'll see what happens. But I think we're living in fairly strange times right now. But I'll certainly be looking for a low here to buy. Also, I'll be informing you when I see it. Different pattern on Ethereum with a decent 5-wave rally already. Let's have a look at this the action since in a bit more detail. So they had the 5th wave of the move up to there, then had looks like an A, B, C, B and a C. We now have possible 5 already, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Quite a sharp decline. This is getting a bit fuzzy here. I mean, it could be we're seeing an A, B, C, in fact, A, B, C. But no, there's no, well, that looks like an A, B, C. That looks corrective. That counts best as an ABC, I would say, with this bit in the middle. So I'm not sure what's going on with Ethereum at the moment. Let me just expand this chart again, see whether it looks a bit clearer. Let's see, that was a ABC. I mean, it could be an extended ABC, I suppose. This could be an A wave. This could be a B wave. Perhaps we've got a C wave to come. Although it has seen enough of a fall already. We need some clarity though. I mean, we have got the 5 waves here. That is pretty clear. Let's expand this again. And what's happened since is not clear at all. So I think in the shorter term, more downside looks likely. But this is the key level at 1422. That breaks, obviously, then this is probably just the beginning of a correction, and this is a further part of that correction. Right, on gold, I sort of remain positive despite this rather very messy 5th wave. We have got 5 waves up, 1, 2, 3, 4. But counting this as a 5 is extremely difficult. I mean, it could be a 1, 2, 3, and that overlaps with the 1 wave. It just isn't a good 5, basically. So then we've got the A, the B, and this could be the complete of the C, but it is a very large percentage correction. It does raise question marks about the whole move. Let's have a look at the action in the last month or so. It's a 30-minute chart. I mean, possible 1, 2, maybe a 3, 4, but I don't like this very much. It's coming down so far. This isn't that clear. I'll put in the possible 5 in there just as a note, as it were. Quite a good 5 here, in fact. 1, 2 could be a triangle. In fact, the 2 wave. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, and 5. So nice, clear 5-part 3 wave. A, B, C, 4. So if we see a 5th wave rally, which I'm expecting, maybe we'll see a clearer ABC decline and then a good entry point. But I'm still positive for gold. It's just getting the right signal really. But this is looking quite promising at the moment. It was a bit messy with a very feeble 5th wave. It's actually made new lows now, so that's negated that 5 waves up anyway. As I said, I don't tend to trade silver. I find that gold's much easier and silver tends to stop me out. So right now I have less inclination to trade this market. I mean, if gold's going to see a low or has seen a low, I would think silver's doing the same, but there's no real confirmation of it at the moment. So we need to see some kind of resolution to this decline right now. Right, FTSE seems to be saying a 5-wave decline. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. There's a 5 in the middle, as it were. This could be a complete 4. Maybe it needs an ABC, but it is an ABC already, in fact. But it's quite a sharp one, as it were. So a 5th wave here, I think, would suggest we're seeing the first wave down of wave 3, ABC rally, and we'd be set up for the third of a third decline. I still think that there's going to be sharp falls in equities. I think I can't see much alternative really. and also fundamentally, I think the way the world's going at the moment, I think markets are going to fall back quite sharply. So no change of opinion, really. That's been my view for a while. The pattern, if we see the fifth wave, would confirm that, followed by an ABC. So a little way in the future, but heading towards us fairly quickly. Probably worth mentioning that the October expiry around the middle of the month is often a time when we see sharp action. This is a bit early for this. I mean, I think that the peak probably come in late September, but it could be that we then see a bit of a decline, and that by the time, as an initial decline and then another rally perhaps, and it could be that the October expiry is one to be wary of this this year. Well, obviously we're looking at more closely as we get closer to it. Ditto the Dow, really got the 5 waves down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this could be an ABC, in fact, maybe it's a wave 2 to there. And then the third wave starting up. I'll just put that on the chart. This is a bit more advanced in FTSE, and it's possible that the September expiry might be more relevant. Depends how it pans out, but obviously I'll be looking at that as if I were to go forward. But I mean, this count may not be correct. It could be that we're seeing a more complex correction. I mean, this is quite sharp, just in the decline may have resumed. But it's possible it could be a sort of A, B, C, A wave, and a B wave, perhaps, and a C wave, something like that. So far the retracement level has been very small, and that can be a sign of weakness, of course. And I think we probably are rather weak at the moment. Let's go on to the next market. Right, different pattern on the Dow. I mean, this looks like a 1 there, be a 2 therefore. Right, there. Let's see, 1, 2. It's all a bit messy, and I kind of have a count at the moment. Just looking, but it looks like we're still in the first 5. Let's pause this a second. Right, so I'd say 1, 2. I think 3 still in progress. 4, 5. So again, we're a little bit further into the future. I mean, this pattern would allow for an October expiry problem with the wave 2 peak, or just after the wave 2 peak, as the thing starts to accelerate down. If that's how it worked out. So a bit of dichotomy there between the various equity markets so far, but all looking pretty negative, I would say. NASDAQ similarly, again, looks like we're in the third wave. 4 and 5 still to come. So basically the same as the Dow, very much. Not looking too good, really. I mean, I think this could be the sort of worst crash of my lifetime. Once it's finally finished, I think it's just the way that, it just looks like we're going to need some kind of massive shakeout. And quite where the world's going, I'm not totally sure. It's got a few sort of worrying reports about, well, pretty much everything. I mean, food supplies are meant to be under attack. That seems to be, well, they are under attack, so I can gather from the news that we're hearing. And obviously that's not a very good thing, to say the least. People who aren't eating, they're not going to be buying things very much, I don't suppose. So the whole corporate structure might come under a whole lot of stress. It's very far-reaching what's going on at the moment. But chart-wise, it's looking very, very gloomy on the equities. I would say gold and silver. Gold is looking pretty good. Silver is a bit iffy, and the cryptos are also a little bit iffy at the moment. Ethereum looks better, but Bitcoin is not so great. So I guess that's in line with sort of heading into difficult times. With gold being the first, one of the first places to go. I'm assuming most of you have got rid of your equities, and I think it's certainly. You might get better prices, but I wouldn't hang around too much in the equity markets. I've got some left, but not very many. I'm looking to buy some gold once I can get some cash from the sale of this property I talked about. Anyway, that's all for today. I hope it's been useful. Please feel free to ask any questions. It's a very critical time, so if I can be of any help in the way, I'll do my best to do so. Have a great weekend. Thanks for listening, and bye for now.